G'day viewers, how are you? Bit of the old school news theme there for OG angry fans, because I want to talk about news, something I saw in the news today. And I'm going to preface with something that I often say, I think it's a very bad idea to use the phrase fake news. Not because the media's never wrong, not because there aren't occasions where people publish stuff in the media that they know to be false. It's just that that's the phrase of a serial liar who uses it against media that's published in good faith that happens to disagree with his worldview or honestly highlight his failings. So I honestly think anyone who unironically says fake news sounds like a fucking idiot, and if you're not an active Trump supporter, you should stop it, because it A, makes you sound like one, and B, validates his fucking ridiculousness. Having said that, the following story being reported in Murdoch-owned media in Australia is a complete fucking lie. And it's not even a big lie. And that's possibly why it upsets me more. It's a stupid, small, easily provable lie. Some ridiculous mob, I think it's called the Business Council, were telling Treasury, the Federal Treasury Department, you know, one of the reasons we're having economic problems, like, you know, why Australia's economy is about to go off a fucking cliff into recession, when they took the single-use plastic bags away from the supermarkets. Yeah, so people can't carry their groceries, so they're spending less. Yeah, it's the plastic bags' fault, not the decades of wage stagnation while the cost of living went up and up. Yeah, that's why people aren't spending. Now, the fuckery of this does my head in. It's just like they've gotten away with all their bullshit, all their neoliberal lies for decades, and so now they think we can actually just say really fucking stupid lies, and people will repeat them as if they're true. And this has been picked up by a whole bunch of conservative media outlets and published with no qualification whatsoever. They've literally just said this is true. And in fact, they've been on social media congratulating each other for picking this up and showing the truth. Ooh, that evil communist no plastic bag policy. Ooh, it's destroying the country. They are literally saying, oh, because we banned single-use bags, people have stopped eating. Yes, because there is actually no alternative. There is not a single alternative in the world to these single-use shopping bags. You either have to bring back the single-use bags, or people will be condemned to have to carry their groceries in their arms, and so they can never have more groceries than they can carry in their arms, and so the economy will collapse. Now, you might hear people say, well, there are a variety of reusable bags. No, there aren't, because if they are, these people are lying. And why would they lie? You may also hear people say, well, the supermarket actually sell these more durable plastic bags for 15 cents at the register if you need them. That is also a lie. The only truth is that the single-use bag ban is evil. That is the truth. That is what we're being told is unequivocally true. And some of the media outlets have gone so far as to change their headlines to make it sound like it's the Treasury Department who's saying this. I saw one, I think it was the Adelaide Advertiser, said, it said, Treasury, single-use plastic bags damaging the economy. It's like, it wasn't Treasury who said it. It was a lying, fucking, self-interested business group who said it to Treasury. Treasury didn't say it because it's a lie. It's not just a lie. It's a stupid, fucking, nonsensical, easily provable lie. It's ridiculous. It's so fucking stupid. I mean, I know, this is not a thing that really calls for physical violence as a result, but I don't know what else could stop someone from making assertions such like this. I mean, these fuckwits will end up convincing them they'll convince themselves that this is actually true. Make no mistake, the conservative talking heads who are pushing this today, they're not only lying, they know they're lying. It's a premeditated lie. They also know how fucking stupid the lie is, because it's a very, 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 very stupid lie. And they know that, but they'll probably end up convincing themselves it's true. The fucking morons who go to Murdoch outlets for news and information, they'll believe it because they're fucking morons. Why would you go to Murdoch for your news? Shameless fucking lies non-stop. But the idiots spouting it, they'll end up believing it. That's how propaganda works. It's how religion works. People who are just going along and saying the words, you say the words over and over and you start believing them. I was looking at the ridiculousness of this and just realizing, oh my fucking God, to what extent am I prepared to waste my time arguing with people that this simply isn't true? And I just want to keep coming back to it. It's a lie. It's a premeditated lie. It's a deliberate lie, and it's a stupid lie. But if this is the state of media discourse now, what the fuck am I even doing? Besides just venting to get it out of my system and, hopefully giving you a little bit of catharsis as well, because shouting like I do is often frowned upon. Used to be my tagline that I used in the old videos. I get angry so you don't have to. Just you get it out of your system by watching me get really fucking angry at how stupid this stuff is. And I was thinking about, how does this shit work when people believe something that's so obviously not true? Now, there are things where it's opinion, and I'll look at another opinion. That opinion is very, 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 very wrong. But the person can feasibly argue it's an opinion. And as an extreme case, let's talk about the US with refugees and people seeking asylum being locked in concentration camps. Apparently using Australia as the model for that. And people being up saying, you shouldn't call them concentration camps. That's mean. They're fucking horrible. But you do get people who say this is the right thing to do. Now, that's an opinion. You can't reasonably say it's a demonstrable fact that you shouldn't be cruel to another human. I think it's a self-evident measure of what sort of human you are, but the idea of punishing someone who's desperately seeking a better life, I think is evil and cruel, and someone else thinks is the right thing to do. That is opinion. I think their opinion is sick, diseased, and wrong, but it is opinion. But this thing with people carrying shopping in arms, that is a lie. That is a simple, straight up lie. And when they lie about little things, and they lie about big things, what the fuck is even going on? And I was thinking about how this affects people, and I realised this is like the penis thieves story. If you've never heard this, go online and search for it, maybe with safe search on, because I can imagine something that would turn up. But at various times around the world, in very different types of places, different parts of Africa and Asia, there's been a belief in certain circles that your penis can get stolen. And it might be blamed on witchcraft, it might be blamed on any number of things. But there are people who believe, in the face of all evidence, that this is something that can literally happen. And it's caused quite a bit of panic. People who are accused of being penis thieves can get beaten up or even murdered, when obviously it isn't happening. But this stuff that's being reported in our media also is not happening. Yet people believe it. When I first heard these penis thief stories, they were often told in an incredibly condescending way, like, oh, look at these silly people, and they're believing a thing that's not true. We'd never do that. We fucking do that every time. Even a non-volatile thing, like in most of these countries where there was a belief that penis thievery was real, they don't have anorexia, okay? Now, and explain to someone in a country where they're completely unfamiliar with the idea of anorexia, where they're usually struggling to get food. You say, no, in some Western countries, people who are literally starving themselves to death will look in a mirror and see a fat person. Like, anyone else looking at them sees this person's dying, their bones are sticking out, they're going to die, but the person themselves looks in a mirror and sees a fat person. You try and explain to someone and go, they'll say that's not possible. It's a mirror. They have to see what's actually there. But something about humans, we are almost infinitely capable of believing things that aren't true. This is me getting philosophical. I've been shocked, I've been outraged, I'm being angry, now I'm being philosophical. Humans have an almost limitless capability to delude themselves. The old line about people will prefer a comforting lie to a harsh truth. And I don't know what else to say about this, except these people pushing this story about single-use bags being banned has stopped people from spending at the supermarket. They are the worst, most disgusting, vile, evil liars on the planet because they have a really significant outlet to spread their lies. And if they're going to tell such an extreme and obvious and easily provable lie about something as small as this, they cannot be trusted on stuff that is actually capable of killing people. They're fucking scum. That's the truth, and that's the news. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss my next video, because I do a lot of them. Jump in with a comment on this video, or let me know what you'd like me to do in another video, and hit me up on the various social media as well. Your support means a lot, so if you tell other people about the videos, that is one of the most positive things you can do to support me. Just share the video with your friends, put it on your social media, and tell them they should subscribe and join in. Or remember this easy song. Subscribe to AngryAussie and share this with your friends.